Wow, Jonathan, preparing for today, I explored the body of your work in detail. It's extraordinary, and the answers that you have provided just absolutely brilliant. As build, I think our audience will be able to see your work is definitely on the cutting edge of immersive media design. The University of Maryland is very fortunate to have you on faculty. So now I want to geek out and shift focus a little bit. And instead of talking about Jonathan, the practitioner, I want to talk about you as an academic. Please give us a quick synopsis of the courses that you teach.
This isn't actually a course, but it's what I'm working on right now at the University of Maryland. It's something called the New Works Incubator. And so this is a program that I helped launch a couple of years ago in immersive media design as a summer intensive. And it allows students from across the University of Maryland, no matter if they're undergrad, graduate, PhD students, to propose works of immersive media design that they're excited to build, and they can be accepted into the program, and we'll support them to build those experiences for a live audience. And, this was a program that was really important for me to start, because I remember being a student and often wondering why spaces, equipment, resources over the summer weren't really available for students and weren't being used in ways that could really foster creativity and, in part, actually some entrepreneurship. Because for these students, often it's a different thing when you're told in a class you have to do something and you have that class academic structure, versus when you're given the space and time, like in an incubator, to propose something that you're passionate about, that you're excited by, and then the work of us as mentors, as staff, is really there to support them, to create some accountability, create a deadline, but then to also offer space, equipment, and mentorship. And so the New Works Incubator is in its third year. We've got a cohort of around 20 students with over a dozen projects that range from virtual reality, augmented reality, interactive projection design. And at the end of July, they'll have built working demos of these projects. And the projects that are then completed will be presented in September as part of a campus-wide arts festival called Next Now, that's put on by the Clarice Smith Center for the Performing Arts. And so we partner with the Clarice Center to showcase these student works at the Center for the Performing Arts, which is on one side of the campus, and then also in our lab in immersive media design that is on the other side of the campus. And it's created a lot of really excellent impact around campus to expose students and the wider community to these works of immersive media. And it also gives it a really invaluable experience to the students to be able to build their own pieces, see how an audience engages with them, and then grab those takeaways from having tested them with an audience. A lot of times when they first test with an audience, they have these huge aha moments about their works that they didn't know while they were working on it alone in a lab. And watching that whole process for me as an academic, as an instructor, is really rewarding, and to see how these students will then take their projects and continue to refine them and build them out. That same ethos actually goes into the class that I teach. So I teach a studio class at the University of Maryland's immersive media design program. For 2 years, it was specifically around augmented reality design. It was a senior level elective course that was actually open to students from across campus. Immersive media design is a relatively new program at University of Maryland, and we recognized there were a lot of students that wanted to work with immersive media, but were already engaged in various other majors around campus. And so this course kind of starts from square one, asking what is augmented reality on a technical level, conceptual level? What are the tools that we use to add augmented reality to an experience? And over the course of the semester, the students will learn how to propose concepts, to design those concepts, to create proof of concepts and prototypes, to do some initial testing, build them out inside of a game engine, principally Unity, as kind of the primary software that we'll use with the students. And then at the end of the semester, they'll create group projects that are all the way at demo stage. And then they'll present those in kind of a modified pitch to faculty and also to guest industry professionals who I'll bring in over the course of the semester to talk to the students about their work and about getting into various jobs and workplaces that utilize immersive media. And so the goal with the course is, on the one hand, really kind of using augmented reality to teach these fundamental skills of collaborative working, of experimentation and production, combining those with the technical skills to build augmented reality, and then connecting those learning principles with how those play out a bit in the real world, connecting them to how they can take the skills that they're learning and see how they would use those in a workplace setting.
So, I mean, just like in your practice, you're bringing the intersection of immersive technology and live performance there to your students, and they're learning by not just the philosophical inquiry, but also practice of doing